Now back to our main story, and it's the first full day of campaigning in the general election. The prospect of a hung parliament means that the competition for marginal seats will be fiercer than ever in this campaign. Well, we'll be travelling across the country over the coming weeks to report from the key battlegrounds. Our correspondent, Robert Hall, is in the marginal seat of Oxford East for us this lunchtime. Robert.
Sophie, this is Broad Street. We're right in the centre of Oxford, just on the edge of the newly defined constituency of Oxford East. That definition has taken in the historic colleges around us and thousands of potential voters. But have they and the shoppers that are listening and hearing the early election headlines got any idea of which way that they're going to vote? Well, let's talk to just three people here. There's Jenny, Alex and Abeku. First of all, Jenny, it's very early days, but have you had a chance? Are you even beginning to form an idea yet?
Not really, no. I knew who I was voting for last time, but I feel so confused by all the conflicting messages. I really don't know anymore.
Alex, what's about the tone so far?
It just seems like they keep on chatting away to each other, biting at each other. I just want some honest answers and honest policies, really. I think
if there was a sort of priority headline policy that you'd want to hear, what would it be?
I'd rather prefer from a student background that they concentrate on higher education, actually education as a whole, because literally the drive for the future is having quality, well-prepared younger generation to take over from wherever they are at the moment. So education should be one of the key, and then carbon emission should be one of the concentrations as well. So I'd rather see a key message on education and then carbon emission.
Okay, well, Baker's very clear on that. Alex, are there key things you want to hear?
I would actually agree. I think, you have to think about the future, and students and education is a key thing, and also the economy is a.
What about the issue of who's competent and who isn't?
It's hard to say, isn't it? Really, it's just hard to say who's.
That's the message that we're looking for.
Confusion. I just wanted to ask Jenny, if you're confused at this stage, you're hoping presumably it's going to get a little easier?
Well, I hope someone will come up with a convincing, truthful argument about what they would do with the country. I agree that the economy is key, education's key. Alex and I are both students, so it's important to us.
Thank you all very much indeed for talking to me. This is the election tent. It's going to be popping up around the UK in the coming weeks. Our chance to take your political temperature. Back to you.
Robert, thank you very much. Let's go back to Westminster now and get a final thought from John Sopel, who is there. John.
Sophie, thank you very much indeed. And I'm joined by our political correspondent again, Laura Kunsberg. And it seems appropriate on a washout day in Westminster